What is up, everybody? I'm Solid Tactics, and I'm going to talk to you guys real quick about what I'm going to do with Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. I do have a list real quick of what you guys are going to see, just so you guys know what's going on, and stuff like that, kind of like rules also. So rule number one is going to be no marking. To make it more cinematic and more suspenseful, I'm not going to use the marking technique that the game allows you to do. It's where you mark a target, and it, pops up on the map, and you can see him through walls and wherever he's at. I'm not going to be doing that because it's kind of unrealistic and not as cinematic. I will be using lethal weapons when I can. There's certain missions because I've already started, recording footage for the game. And the first about 3 missions, I can't craft or I can't develop a silenced lethal pistol or weapon. So I'm having to use the tranquilizer for these parts, just for stealth. So it will be lethal. Actually, it's going to be lethal in as far as I'm going right now is how I'm going to do it. But if you guys want me to do the non-lethal, let me know. But as far as it goes right now, it's going to stay lethal until you guys say otherwise. No full taunting when possible, because again, not exactly realistic, not very cinematic. I will be carrying each prisoner or target I need to capture to the chopper. It's just more realistic and just better that way. No reflex mode. I know it's supposed to simulate Snake's reflexes and how skilled he is, but it's a little bit too easy with that. No buddies, because they are mostly for marking enemies and stuff like that, which I'm not really going to be using the marking on the enemies because it's not going to be enabled, except for, with the iDroid will show where the enemies are, which can make sense if I'm like, hey, mark somebody, and the iDroid uses, I believe it uses live satellite footage, so if they're zoomed down on that area and I can see the guards there, and the satellite can be posted from the map, you can make it work that way. So I'll be using that, but as far as buddies go, no buddies. Subtitles, yes, for you guys, just because there is foreign languages, which you have to have subtitles because you won't be able to understand them. But then again, like say if you can't hear something, I'm just going to keep subtitles on just in case you can read it and see for yourself. No side ups, of course. It's just going to be the episodes, except for important side ups I will include, just because some of the missions relate to the story, and some of them tie in directly to the episodes. So I might do something with that. Now, here's the thing. I did record some footage already. I recorded Ground Zeroes and the first 2 missions of the Phantom Pain. So the hospital scene, for those of you guys who played the game or watched it, you know what I'm talking about. And the Phantom Limbs episode. And I kept the reticle on just because that's what was my intention. And after I got done, I was kind of like, it doesn't look very cinematic. So let me go ahead and try and do it without. And I figured out how to do it without the reticle. I can cheat. And it looks more cinematic. So I'm going to do that, no reticle. But there is going to be a reticle on Ground Zeroes and the first 2 episodes. Just because those played so perfectly and I don't want to risk messing them up again. So I'm going to leave them. It may seem lazy, but I honestly just don't want to, fuck it up because I actually did really good on that. Let's see. No box. The box is very realistic. I'm going to try and make the game seem as realistic and cinematic as possible, as possible. Metal Gear makes it because Metal Gear is in its own kind of crazy universe, which I love the Metal Gear series. But yes, I'm just trying to make it as realistic and gritty and needy as possible. And again, some dude, I would use the box even if I was in a room to where, let's say, a box would be. It would make sense. But the whole way the box spawns in when you equip it, it just throws realism out the window because it just, pops over you. And then when you lift it off, it floats up in the air and then disappears. It just doesn't work. And that's about it. That's about all the rules. There's nothing. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I might be. I got this list here, and it didn't even help me. But anyways, I'm just gonna try and keep this short. I recorded this once, and then I was like, well, you know what? I decided with the reticle thing, so I was like, fuck. let me go back and talk about the reticle. So I went ahead and did that real quick. And trying to keep it short as possible. Yes, Metal Gear is going to be kind of like a TV series type thing, and there's those few rules that I'm trying to implement to the game, so it makes it more cinematic. And I'm going to edit it and chop it here and there without making it look choppy to feel kind of like a TV show, how the game was designed to be played. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys are having a great day. That's Star Tactics signing off. No, see you in the next video, boy. I always mess it up. Always mess it up. Always mess it up. All right, bye, guys.